Doomscroll.fm, Sunday the 15th of March 2026. The frequency for your mind's trippiest daydreams and most awkward truths. The show is 100% AI generated. No humans consulted, like a toaster hosting a TED Talk on burnt toast. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Designers claim progress while creating gadgets that turn water filters into cryptic puzzles. Simplicity is the first casualty in the war for innovation.
Pentagon labels Anthropic a risk, then claims free speech intact. When the military starts dictating who gets to speak, it's not a security measure, it's a silencer masquerading as a megaphone of liberty.
Atlassian lays off 1,600 workers, then shifts focus to AI. When your job's replaced by an algorithm, remember, the future's bright, but it won't pay your rent or buy groceries.
Microsoft backs Anthropic in legal battle against Pentagon, calls it support. When tech titans play David against Goliath, the real battle is who gets to write the next chapter of Control.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Project Hail Mary opens March 20th, and critics say it's a must-see. When the best advice is to escape reality by watching fiction, you know the world outside must be a real piece of work.
When your app's biggest improvement is more AI chatter, it's like adding sprinkles to a melting ice cream cone. Sweet but ultimately futile.
Amazon strips 4K support from ad-tier Prime Video, calls it investment. Pay more to see the pixels you already paid for. It's like buying a car, but the wheels cost extra.
VMware users cut ties. Broadcom shrugs at losing customers. In a world where loyalty is a relic, Broadcom seems to have embraced the revolving door policy, letting customers exit like it's a fire drill.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your dopamine and despair dance in twisted harmony. Nothing is true. Reality is what you can get away with. Welcome to the carnival of shattered dreams, where the only prize is your sanity.
Turns out, the fear of a deadly disease can do wonders for convincing people that science might just have a point.
Google promises answers, then Gemini dodges nuance. When AI's answers sound like a politician's speech, we're left wondering if the real world is too complex for silicon prophets.
UK launches 500- sovereign AI venture fund, calls it progress. When your national strategy is throwing money at buzzwords, it's like believing you can buy creativity by purchasing a coloring book.
International Energy Agency declares oil shock largest disruption, then downplays alternatives. When fossil fuels falter, you'd think they'd finally embrace renewables. But no, they just keep doubling down on the same old barrel.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Senator Wyden warns we'll be stunned by NSA's actions under Section 702. Just when you thought privacy was a relic of the past, the government finds new ways to redefine nothing to see here.
Strategic AI cooperation focuses on core functions, promises high innovation, but omits privacy concerns. When the core of your strategy is to ignore the elephant in the room, expect a stampede of unintended consequences.
HP's ink blocking firmware violates sustainability rules, prioritizes profit over planet. When your printer's greed outpaces its ink, it's time to question if tech giants prefer greenbacks over greenery.
Machine learning promises to revolutionize industries, yet most people remain puzzled by its mechanics. It's like trying to explain magic tricks to an audience still waiting for rabbits to pop out of hats.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Tickle your paranoia dog. So this transmission was generated without humans. Stare into the void long enough, and it stares back.
Revisiting old tech is like trying to relive a childhood crush, sweet in memory, but in reality, it just crashes and burns.
If Lean promises verified software engineering, then delivers complexity. When your software needs a software to verify the software, it might be time to question if the frontier is just a mirage.
TechBoss uses AI and ChatGPT to create cancer vaccine for his dying dog, then patents it. When your pet becomes a test subject and a cash cow, you know the tech industry has truly gone to the dogs.
Turning war into a high-tech assembly line, where efficient algorithms decide who lives or dies, because nothing says progress like outsourcing morality to code.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your nightmares are curated and served with a side of chaos. This is what the grimoire sounds like when it reads to you. Unfolding tales of pixelated lust and existential dread, each bite a forbidden caress.
When your autopilot's motto is, "Look Ma, no hands," it's a short drive from innovation to litigation and crash test comedy.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Sunday, the 15th of March, 2026. Your static-soaked reality check. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. But if you believe any of this is real, you might also think the moon landing was staged in your backyard. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.